Hey. Hey, 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 hey. ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? Tú. ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? Hey. ¿Cómo te llamas? 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 Hey. Hey, you know, that beat's so hard. I be trying to do my thing. We're going to learn it to that. But this is throwback. This is old, but it's so good. ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? Hola, is that Nathaniel? Hola, hey, hey, ¿cómo te llamas? Hey, hey, hey. ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? Tú. ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? Hey, hola, Nathaniel. Bueno. Oh, hey, the beat comes back, bring it right back. Hey, bring the track back, bring it right. Hey, hola, Nathaniel, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? Tú. Hola, buenos días, y ¿cómo te llamas? What's your name? Where are you from? Who are you with? Hola. Hola y buenos días. Buenos días, everyone. Buenos días. How? ¿Cómo? You know what? It's a phrase I'm going to let you know that's extra. Let's go ahead and get right into the lesson. If you're new, you haven't checked us out before, hola, bienvenido. Shout out to all my MHT amazing students. Nathaniel representing strong for the 7th grade with the lesson. So last week we talked about ¿Cómo estás? Aquí está el papel. We were muy creativos last week. We went over, we know buenos días means good morning, buenas tardes, good afternoon, buenas noches, good to go to sleep, good evening, good night. And then we went over la frase, ¿Cómo estás? Aquí. So when someone asks you, ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? They are asking you, how are you doing? We're going to talk about that today. And we learned bien. Gracias. I'm doing well. Feliz. Happy. That's why mi nombre es Jessie Feliz. I try to be feliz all the time. Like, don't think that I don't feel mal or triste sometimes, because I do. But mi nombre es Jessie Feliz por una razón. Gracias a Dios. Okay, enojado means I'm angry. Enojada, like the Hulk. Remember we saw that scene. Es mi secreto, capitán. This is my secret. Siempre estoy enojado. Wow. Bruce Banner, I'm saying a prayer for you, brother, but work on it. He always angry. Okay, we're going to work on it. All right, and then we learned a few more phrases. We learned that word cuando, when, cuando estoy bailando, when I'm dancing, estoy feliz. I estoy enojada, I'm angry. Cuando, when hay injusticia. When there's injustice, estoy muy enojada. And if I'm doing the thing that ain't right, then I even feel like, oh, I'm not being very just in this moment. Okay, and then also we went over the words emocionado. Does not mean you're emotional, like Carl Thomas said, not in that sad, triste, emotional sense. But emocionado means I'm happy, I'm excited. Like, estoy emocionada. Imagine. Watch how we're going to use all these vocabulary words. I gotcha. Watch how we're going to use these vocabulary words. Just remember, I'm going to use ring, 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 ring. Watch. It's going to be dope. All right. Then we have nervioso. Nervioso. Nerviosa. Estoy un poquito nerviosa. Yo no sé lo que va a pasar. I'm about to show you a conversation between Pablo, mi amigo, y yo. Okay, ocupado. I'm occupied. I'm so occupied. Remember that preocupado means I'm preoccupied or I'm worried. Like before I have to actually be ocupado, busy or ocupada, I'm worrying in la mente. So I'm preocupado or preocupada. And then cansado. Estoy cansadísima. Estoy muy cansada. I'm sleepy. And my prayer, mi oración, is that we can lavarnos la mano bastante bien, eat good foods, get our good fluids in, lots of vitamina C, gracias a Dios, que ya finalmente ha llegado la primavera. Even though some days todavía está un poquito nublado, Con más sol means that our body está produciendo más vitamina D, more vitamin D. So that's going to help boost our immune system. And with that, I hope that none of you are enfermo or enferma, which means sick. And if you are, I pray that you get lots of healing just sent your way. En el nombre de Jesucristo. Bueno. And you might be feeling así, así. I see a little bit this way, a little bit that way. I see. Okay, vamos a continuar. A mí me encanta la música. I love music, especially music that I love, to each his own. But I have a fresh new sheet of my processing paper. Y vamos a seguir. We're going to continue on. I will let you know, I kind of made this foldable little funky fried chicken. But moving forward, I suggest if you're writing in a cuaderno, in a regular notebook, you're good to go. But if not, if you can get a hole puncher or figure out a creative, safe way to hole punch your notas, your processing paper, then you could put that inside una carpeta, a folder, or una carpeta de argollas. Como así? This is una carpeta means folder, pero carpeta de argollas, that means that 3 hole punch binder cosita. And the cool thing about it, even though it's muy grande, this is a super big one, but hey, I repurpose, reuse, recycle. I'm not going to throw this away when I can utilizarlo ahora, como lo que estoy haciendo hoy en día. But the cool thing about it, whether you have a regular carpeta, regular folder, carpeta does not mean carpet. It is used in Spanglish form sometimes that way. But carpeta also traditionally means, or in the dictionary means, officially, old school means folder. So if you do have a 3-ring bond, and it's really thing that's really awesome about this, I can collect my notes. Hola, Kaden. Hola, Kaden. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Bien? ¿Cómo estás, Nathaniel? Bien? Feliz? Triste? Mal? And Kaden, I need accountability. Let's be for real, for real. Give me hasta miércoles. Give me until Wednesday, Kaden. Hola. Bien, Nathaniel, with a B. Así. Bien, you wrote bien. And la I está entre. Está así. Bien. But Kaden, hold me accountable. Give me hasta miércoles. Give me hasta miércoles. Until Wednesday. Yo estaba trabajando muchísimo ese fin de semana pasada. This past weekend, había mucho trabajo. Gracias a Dios. Tranquila, Nathaniel. I make errores all the time. It's called #I'm human. Okay. But hold me accountable, por favor, Kaden, so that Wednesday, ¿qué voy a hacer yo? I have to have that. That means I got to work esta noche y mañana. And if I don't have it, I owe you $1 and I'm going to send it to your dad's Cash App. I don't even know his Cash App. So I'm hoping that I don't have to owe you that $1. But if I don't have it by miércoles, I owe you $1. ¿Está bien? ¿Está bien? Is that cool? Okay. While I'm waiting for his round. ¿Está bien, Nathaniel? So right here, this is just a neat way for me to keep my notes. Make sure you have a binder, a folder, un cuaderno for all of your subjects, because again, all of your amazing teachers are giving you work, or you're learning new things for YouTube or por cualquier otro lugar, and you're doing these things, but you want to make sure that you are still processing them and then keeping your notes. So when tú estás estudiando, when you're studying, then you can refer back to how you processed it originalmente, and then it's just another good studying habit, and it'll just help you with more recall and study versus having to relearn. Pura vida. Okay, ahora vamos a seguir. Let's continuar. So, primeramente, I would say at the top of my processing paper, I want to make sure we understand this concepto, because I have students that still do not understand this concepto, and it makes me feel like maybe I didn't drill it in their brains well enough. So, I want you to write, ¿Cómo estás? Just so you can see the reference. It's not going to be my title all large and in charge in the center. This is just something we have to note the difference. So please go ahead and write, ¿Cómo estás? And we're going to use the math symbol, does not equal. I remember that symbolo. It's been many years, many months since I was learning these symbols. So many, many months. I remember that means does not equal. And now please write ¿Cómo te llamas? This is like, it drives me absolutamente loca when I ask someone, ¿Cómo te llamas? And they say, Bien. I'm like, oh, your mother named you Well? Your name is Will Johnson? Hi, Mr. Will Johnson. How are you? And they're like, no. We're going to drill this. This is going to be like a math equation or math, ¿cómo se llama? When it's expression. There we go. But it does have an equal sign. So I don't know. This might be an actual equation. Please write ¿Cómo estás? Does not equal, we've advanced so much so far this year with mis estudiantes, but I want to make sure we can solidify las cosas básicas so that you don't sound ridiculous. ¿Cómo estás? Does not equal ¿Cómo te llamas? Son dos frases 100% diferentes. La única cosita que es igual es que las dos frases empiezan con la palabra como. Okay, please remember that. ¿Cómo estás? Estoy bien. ¿Cómo estás? Estoy feliz. ¿Cómo estás? Estoy triste. ¿Cómo estás? I'm feeling like the Hulk. Estoy enojada. ¿Cómo estás? What is your estado? Estado. What is your status? What is your state? En este momento, ¿cómo estás tú? What is your status? What is your state? Okay? Estás, estado, estate, estatus. How are you in este momentito? No es igual. It does not equal. ¿Cómo te llamas? Be slow to speak, but quick to listen. Slow to speak, quick to listen. Slow to respond. I think what happens is our brains hear ¿Cómo te llamas? And maybe because you have that IS, so you hear ¿Cómo as? I think that's what actually happens. It goes in one ear because we're not allowing our brains to process. And so it goes in one ear, and the person is actually saying to you, ¿Cómo te llamas? But instead of pausing for the cause to process and make sense of what is being spoken, we naturally, all humans are really great at associating things. So we associate como, because we know como, and we hear that as, and so we hear ¿Cómo estás? So when I'm saying ¿Cómo te llamas? If you're not si no me presta bastante bien la atención, your minds may trick you to think I just asked you ¿Cómo estás? That's one teoría. Es una teoría que tengo yo. But I want you to make sure that you have that noted at the very top. ¿Cómo estás? Does not. No significa ¿Cómo te llamas? Please don't do that. Please don't. No más. Does not equal ¿Cómo te llamas? Les enseño. ¿Cómo estás? Does not equal. No es igual with or as ¿Cómo te llamas? Son diferentes. Las dos son preguntas. They both are questions. Pero ¿Cómo estás? Is how are you? How are you? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo te llamas? We're going to use our song to go over that today. So I want us to emphasize this so much. Even our lesson hoy is how we say ¿Cómo te llamas? And ¿Cómo se llama usted? Still, I'm going to actually draw my funky. I'm going to make a box around this, but I call it funky when I do different shapes because I want to make sure as I'm studying this, that shapes to it. And as I'm doing this, I'm just saying ¿Cómo estás? Does not equal ¿Cómo te llamas? So I'm doing this. Let's briefly do this together. So make sure whether you have a cuaderno, piece of paper, index card, whatever you are utilizing, I do suggest personally that you utilize it with some sort of writing tool. And then you can switch it digitally, unless you're able to use like a stylus or tu dedo to draw it. But it's purpose in writing it and using this tactile skill. So this is just some of the funky designs. You can do whatever you want to do. But don't just underline this one because this is totally worth. I'm even adding something new. I normally do standard shapes, but I'm going to keep drawing that does not equal to. I'm going to add that in there too so that nadie está confundido. I got some division signs, got some matemáticas, Todos los símbolos son de matemáticas, yo me parece. So I want to make sure we don't utilize all the time, but I just want to show you. When I flip through mi carpeta de argollos, and when I'm going through it, and even though I'm going to have cómo te llamas and cómo se llama usted, we're going to put that in bold in la mitad del papel, in the center of the paper. It still draws my attention by having those symbols. It's a good studying tactic. For whatever class you're processing, taking notes on and learning, or whatever hobby, whatever it is, put something there. You may want to just highlight it. Pura vida. I put some of those symbols in there. You see, like, does not equal, just as a reminder. Don't forget it. No lo olvides. Okay, bueno. Now in the center of su papel, it's almost like you're going to divide it up. Les enseño. I want you to write, ¿Cómo te llamas? Versus, ¿Cómo se llama usted? I'm going to show that to you. So right here, my papel. Esto es lo que tengo yo. ¿Cómo te llamas? Versus, ¿cómo se llama usted? ¿Cómo te llamas? Versus, ¿cómo se llama usted? ¿Cómo te llamas? Versus, ¿cómo se llama usted? Okay, bueno. Yo means I. Tú means you. Usted is what you call someone. Usted is what you call someone older than you. To show respect. Right underneath usted, let's think of 3 people in your life, or in la comunidad, en tu vida, or en la comunidad, en su barrio, in your neighborhood, in tu familia, whatever your reference point. Let's think of 3 people who, when you want to ask them what their name is, like let me be permiso. Not people that you know, because it will be awkward to go up to grandmother and say, what's your name? Unless you really don't know your grandmother's name. No judgment. I didn't know as a little kid that my Uncle Pookie's name wasn't Pookie. I thought that was his name. And then it wasn't until like after high school that I discovered his name was Benjamin. So no judgment. Okay. No judgment. No. Okay. So when I think of usted, I am going to write underneath it, I would say this to, let's see, maybe a judge. If I was meeting someone for the first time, I would use usted. Maybe I would say it to a boss. No, boss. Maybe to that type of boss. I'm saying boss, and let me put in parentheses, like at a job interview. ¿Cómo está usted? Bien. ¿Cómo estás? Oh, bien. Yo estoy bien. ¿Usted? I'm going to use that usted form. ¿Cómo se llama? Me llamo Jessica. ¿Y usted? You know, and I would think maybe an elderly person. I had an amazing opportunity last school year with some of my amazing 8th graders last year. We went to a senior citizen home, and so we spent the day there, or part of the day there, singing songs, playing games, serving ice cream, and we got to do it when it was springtime. So finally, people could leave outside of their home, and we introduced ourselves to a lot of people. People asked us, ¿Cómo te llamas? Which means, what's your name? And so I was telling my students, be sure that you ask them back, ¿Cómo se llama usted? And to teach them there. And there actually were some people there that already spoke Spanish. So them hearing us say the usted form just shows más respeto, you know? And it's more so in English about the tone and the words sometimes. But, you know, certain phrases you just shouldn't walk up in the bank. I'm applying for a loan. Hey, yo, what up, though? I need you to loan me $2,500. Okay. Oh. That's how you talk to your cousin Pablo. Pablo, you know, I went up to that bank letting him know. You know, that's a tu form, informal. There's nothing wrong with that because I'm talking to mi amiguito Pablo. Yeah, you know, I went up in that bank, let him know I need that money. And you know what they said. It's like, no, I need to work on my credit. They didn't give me the loan. But they did tell me I can come to finance class. Right? That's informal. I should be using the tu form. ¿Cómo estás tú? ¿Cómo te llamas tú? ¿Qué haces tú? Informal. But when I want to ask someone something and show them respect, and I want to know hey, what's your name? And this is for someone who's older than me or someone, an authority figure. I'm on an interview. I'm introducing myself to make sure that I am, ¿cómo se llama? That I am being respectful and asking them their name as well. Oh, are you? And what's your name, sir? ¿Cómo se llama usted? ¿Cómo se llama usted? ¿Cómo se llama usted? But guess what? Whether you say, ¿Cómo te llamas? Or if you say, ¿Cómo se llama usted? Obviously, that's más respetuoso. So again, whether you say, ¿Cómo te llamas? Or ¿Cómo se llama usted? So, ¿Cómo te llamas? And guess what? You can say, ¿Cómo te llamas? And someone will still respond. It's just something is un poquito más formal. You know, some people may greet their elders and their family in a very informal manner, and that's acceptable en su familia. You know, I can't tell somebody else's family how to behave. Porque yo hago lo que yo hago con mi familia propia. You know, it is what it is. Nonetheless, sin embargo, no obstante, it's important to know the two forms. ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo se llama usted? Okay? But whether you are speaking in a more respectful, formal manner, or if you're speaking like you want to know, hey, what's your name? You at a party. And you do it like, dude, that mamacita over there, she looking real good. Okay, I want to know her name. Oh, wait, I don't know. But wait, she go by Instagram on Smiles R Us 2418. I just made this up, please. I don't even know if Instagram anyone has that username. If they do, shout out to them, right? But you want to know our actual name. It'll be really kind of awkward to go up to and say, hey, ¿Cómo se llama usted? I mean, it wouldn't be awkward. It's just muy formal. You would say, hey, Smile 2418. Is this you? Sí, soy yo. ¿Cómo te llamas? What's your name? Me llamo Melissa. I don't know, whatever she's going to respond back with. So, regardless if you're coming at someone and saying, ¿Cómo te llamas? Hey, what's your name? Informally, or ¿Cómo se llama usted? Formally, what bridges these two together is the respuesta, the response. The response needs to be me. You got three ways, different ways to respond. First way that we all commonly know, but you need to say it correctamente. If you say it incorrectly, you need to get out of here. Three ways for you to respond. CK and I also made a video on this. It's just, no he tenido oportunidad. Es que yo tengo mi bebé de 5 meses y medio. Y el papá de él me ayudó muchísimo para que yo trabaje. ¿Sí? De otro lado, también tengo mi hija de 5 años y medio y ella, yo hay que atender a ella. Okay, and then the last way I'm writing it down so you can see all of them. 3 responses, because if someone asks you, ¿Cómo está? I mean, lo siento, sí. ¿Cómo te llamas? Or ¿Cómo se llama usted? Whether informally or formally, you, the person who is responding, you are going to describe yourself in one of 3 ways. Repeat after me. Point to yourself. Me. 2 Y's make the L sound. For any of our brothers and sisters that do not know, I'm going to put a Y in paréntesis underneath it. Here we go. Repita. Me llamo. Me, e, I, o, a, e. Me llamo. And then ... you fill it in with your name. So if you were to ask me, ¿Cómo se llama usted? I would say, Me llamo Jessica. Or if you said to me, ¿Cómo te llamas? I still could respond back with, Me llamo Jessica. Me llamo Jessica. Or I could say, Soy Jessica. Soy, not as in A-I-O-U and sometimes Y. Here's that Y functioning as that E sound. Soy Jessica. Soy Jessica. Diga, soy and your name. Soy and your name. Or you could say, tú puedes decir, mi nombre. This is not número. That's number. This is nombre. My name, my person. Mi nombre es. Mi nombre es. And there's a rule. Whenever there's a word in Spanish and you have two words together and you have the same sound for the ending, la última letra de la primera palabra es igual, es la misma letra como esto, la primera letra de la palabra que sigue, you make a bridge and you join those sounds together. So slowly, this is mi nombre es. Mi nombre es. Mi nombre es. You hear it? Nombre es. Not nombre, pause, es. Mi nombre es. Put it together. Mi nombre es. Mi nombre es Jessica. That has your fluidity. You sound floetic. Mi nombre es. Not mi nombre es. Mi nombre es. Say it with me. Mi nombre es. Mi nombre es. Mi nombre es. ¿Cómo te llamas? Mi nombre es Jessica. ¿Cómo se llama usted? Soy Jessica. ¿Cómo se llama usted? Me llamo Jessica. So whether you are, again, someone speaking to you formally or informally, the response is mi nombre es Jessica, or not Jessica, unless your name is Jessica. Mi nombre, tu nombre. Soy, tu nombre. And then me llamo, y tu nombre. Okay? Bueno. People may also ask you, ¿cuál es tu nombre? I want us to add that as well. That's where you get the response, mi nombre es. And be mindful as well, before we add that question. I have a lot of people that say, me llamo es, because they're thinking as my name is. Me llamo translates the meaning is similar to saying my name is, but literally, mi nombre es is my name is. Me llamo literally means I call myself. But we don't walk around in English saying, how do you call yourself? I call myself Billy Bob. How do you call yourself? Oh, she calls herself Abby. How does he call? She.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Bien, y tú, deme un besito, mi amorcita. Ay, mi querida. This is why I require a lot of time and love. Oh, you brought down the string for your librito. ¿Tú vas a hacerlo?
My chair got tangled up.
Oh, there you go.
I can't get it out.
Tranquila. Get that piece and it's all.
I got the piece.
Oh, you're going to have to figure it out to have to finish up here. Nos falta 2 minutos, mami.
Maybe there's a way to get out.
Oh,
I was thinking if...
Okay, well, engineer, work on that. Let me finish up. Okay, so I'm going to turn on the song. Oh, we have to write ¿Cuál es tu nombre? Because people may ask you ¿Cuál es tu nombre? And if you only know cómo te llamas, and you're like, I didn't know no estaba bien preparado para contestarlo. So let's go ahead and write ¿Cuál es tu nombre? ¿Cuál? C-U-A con acento L es tu. Sí, so. Next time say excuse me or permiso.
Excuse me, Mom. I think this
Don't just be doing what you're doing right now. Here's the other way to say it is ¿Cuál es tu nombre? ¿Cuál es tu nombre? Literally, what is your name? But ¿Cómo te llamas is what we all know that is also translating. Remember, transliterate means word for word. ¿Cuál? What? Es is tú. You know, ¿cuál can also mean which. Not as a bruja, but which of these students are really paying attention? And then nombre, name. That's word for word. But ¿Cómo te llamas has the same meaning. Okay? So, and we're going to do a quick practice. We have less than a minute to do it because we're going to have fun in the sun. But just know, practice is tonight. Study, make your notes neat. And I always use this song. I love this song to go over the name. This is Lo que pasó por Daddy Yankee. ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? Tú. ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? Tú. ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? Tú. ¿Cuál es tu nombre? ¿Cuál es tu nombre? ¿Cuál es tu nombre? Tú. Me llamo Jessica. Stand up so I see you. Well, she's working. You can stay there. When I point to the screen, llamo your name. They can't see you or hear you. Here, closer. Hey. ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? Tú. Don't play with scissors. Don't play with the scissors. Don't play with scissors. Tú. ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? Last time, sing along. Me llamo Jessica. ¿Cómo te llamas? 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 Have a good day and study your notes. Pay attention to what your teacher's telling you. Be obedient and listen to your mama, listen to your daddy, listen to your cousin or whoever is watching you. Be a good child. Be a good young man. Be a good young woman. We're gonna make it through. We're gonna do right. Yours Jessie Feliz, and we dancing tonight. Hey! Even though it's not tonight. And remember, ¿cómo estás does not equal ¿cómo te llamas does not equal ¿cómo estás does not equal ¿cómo te llamas does not equal ¿cómo estás does not equal ¿cómo te llamas means what's your name ¿cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? Tú. ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? Hey. ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? Hey. Oh, I love this música. We're going to do some lessons too. Hey. I got to learn the renegade. I just know certain parts. Ice, do it, Abby. Venga, show. Enséñales. Aquí, para que le vea. Aquí. Do your eyes. What was that? Hey, ¿cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? Oh, wash your face. Yo, wash your face. Wash your face. In a butterfly. Do the butterfly. Hey, ¿cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? Tú. Practice tonight. Have a wonderful day. Ice. Ven, Abby, para que te vea. Ice. Diga adiós. Chao. Chao. Hasta mañana.
I'm in that interview.